Hi, this is Garibay, and today I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, and I want to talk about what we as Vivek Ramaswamy supporters can do to fix America. We are in a seriously broken state. It is very bad, and we got to get this fixed. We're just okay. So where are we right now? All right. So the reason we're talking right now is Super Tuesday. Super Tuesday just plopped out Trump and Biden, the candidates no one wanted. Absolutely no one in America said, hey, Democrat and Republican Party, could you guys ensure that that in January 2025, when we get our new president, it won't matter who I voted for? Whoever's there will have no possibility of ruling in any possible way and probably will not live through because of their frailty and their age, will probably won't even live through the term I elected for them for. Could you give me it doesn't matter what candidate I voted for, they can't remember where they put their keys in the morning. Can you give me someone who will guaranteed put classified documents in the where, just lay them around so the dog can lick them and a spy can get them because they have no possibility of remembering anything? Could you give me a politician leader who cannot reliably finish a sentence, who people are surprised if they get through a single paragraph coherently? No one asked for this. No one, right? We are doomed to irresponsible, outrageously dangerous leadership in 2025, thanks to the bipartisan condemnation of the American people by we all asked for bipartisanship, and then finally the Republicans and the Democrats were like, we are finally aligned. We will shaft you to the wall. We will give you nothing. We will ensure your doom by being led by an elderly man with poor memory. It didn't matter who you elected. You're guaranteed garbage leadership because the Democrats and the Republicans agree you are garbage people who deserve garbage leadership. They're bipartisan now. They're like, you don't get competent, memorable, good leadership. You get nothing. You get an immoral elderly man with poor memory, or you get a less immoral elderly man with poor memory. Like, this is the choice no one chose, right? So who is the villain? The Republican Party and the Democrat Party both. Who is the hero? The American people, you and me, right? And we got to get to work. We got to fix this problem. So how do we do it, right? Like, our liberty, our freedom, our chance at quality leadership has been stolen by the Republican Party and the Democrat Party. All right? Stolen, just taken away, run away with, right? We don't, and they're like, you're a garbage person. You deserve garbage leadership. You get nothing. We take everything. And I'm not going to stand by and just let that happen. So what are our options, right? Well, let's tick them off. What did we do the last time we had a problem with leadership in America, right? The last major problem in America was King George, and we did revolution. Can we do revolution now? Absolutely not, right? That is bloody, horrible, and at this point, that would cause a civil war. That is absolutely not a possibility. No one can do that. That is not open to us today, okay? We're more mature people. And frankly, I will say, as bad as this situation is, it certainly isn't as bad as being under King George, right? We took care of a king, but we cannot use the same method. We cannot revolt. Right? Any solution we choose has to be peaceful, kind, tolerant, but effective, right? So what does that leave us? I think what that leaves us is, I don't know the exact details of it, but I do know the shape of it, okay? We have to do cultural maneuvers at 3 levels. We have to do cultural maneuvers at the individual level. That's you and I. We have to do it at the cultural level, at the level of the culture, okay? And we have to do it at the level of society, all right? So first and foremost, I'm telling you, Democrat and Republican Party, I am not happy. I do not like what you are doing. I want a complete upheaval I want completely new leadership across the board. Everyone who was responsible for giving us these choices, I want you replaced. And so the first thing I need to do is find how the process allows that, right? How do we change the leader of the Republican Party and the leader of the Democrat Party, and how do we ensure that they replace every single person who was responsible for this horrible debacle that absolutely no American asked for, right? So that is an individual maneuver that will need to cascade into a cultural maneuver, and that will need to cascade into a societal maneuver. And it's going to be extremely difficult, right? So first and foremost, let's get the ball rolling, right? So how do we change the leader of the Republican Party? Now, actually, I think that is changing. So that has already started on the Republican side. And here's the other issue. We need to change as Americans, right? I used to be concerned that, the Republican Party was run well. None of us have that liberty anymore. Absolutely zero Americans have the liberty of just caring about the Republican Party. We have to flip the entire board, right? We have to replace every single Democrat Party party leader and every Republican Party leader, right? So first and foremost, I'm going to put the question out to you. How do we do that? How do we go about that? How do we make sure that by the end of 2025, not one single person in leadership in the Democrat Party or in the Republican Party remains, that they have been replaced by by Americans who actually care and respect people for being American and value them because they are American, and not a thing more. So we need to start this. I'm going to be working on it. I'm asking you for answers as well. Let's get into this. Let's begin the individual, cultural, and societal maneuvers to take back control of our freedom and our liberty and our value as Americans. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.